other peoples. Yes, it's me again. I made this video over, like, I made it over before, but the audio completely hates me, so I'm gonna make it again. So, start from the beginning. Hey! I know this is Friday, and now it's Saturday, but Friday is going to be, yeah, for me, so, trust me, it's just, and sorry if I'm a little scatterbrained, but I just got back from normal. Yeah. There's an assembly, it was so funny. The teachers were making such fools of themselves. It was hilarious. Anyway, this week's topic is going to be judgments and stereotypes. Sorry, audio hates me. It really does. Okay, so anyway, judgments and stereotypes. First off, the world is just an extremely judgmental place. I mean, really, people do it all the time. Sometimes subconsciously, sometimes very consciously. It's quite sad, really. I mean, you may not even know it, but as soon as you see someone, most of the time, people are gonna judge them. They're gonna look at what they look like and what they act like and who they hang out with, and they're instantly gonna say what that person is like and what little category they fit into. Okay? No. I cannot begin on how stupid that is. Really? Do you have to label people? Labels are just cruel, and it's society's own way of categorizing you into your own little pile, and then you can never get out. Never. They're not forgiving or anything. They judge you, that's it. You're gonna be that way forever. Really? Really? Do you have to condemn people to do that? Is it really that necessary to judge people as soon as you see them? Oh, that person's emo. That person's job. Oh, that person's off. No. First off, where do all these stereotype names come from? Really, does someone just sit there and come up with these names for these stereotypes? What will I call people that do a lot of sports? Well, I know, I'll call them jocks. Or, what should I call people that cut themselves and that are all really emotional? I know, emo. Does someone really take the time out of their lives in order to do that? Really? It's just sad. Not only that, but there are constantly new little labels and new little subdivisions of every group that people constantly come up with because they have no life. Okay? No. Just don't. First off, just don't judge people at the beginning at all. Just at all. I think you can contain yourself, and I think you'll be okay if you don't label someone or just think exactly what they must be based on based on their outward appearance and who they hang out with and everything. Really, I think you'll live. You're not gonna die from not being able to say, oh, I bet that girl's emo, or that girl looks dumb. Really? Do you have to? I think you could survive if you didn't have to label people. Okay, labels don't help. It's society's own little way of categorizing people and organizing them so that way there's order. What order? Can't people just be themselves? Really? Oh, but that's a race over category. Do you need them? Really? No. Okay? That is just sad that we have to be able to come up with all these labels and say, and like prejudge people before you meet them. Okay? If you absolutely have to judge people, meet them beforehand. Talk to them. Find out what they are actually like. Then at least your label wouldn't be that bad. Or just, better yet, just don't label it at all. Okay? Everyone everyone is subjected to it, and it's painful. Most of the time, they're wrong. Most of the time, these labels are completely off. Someone will look like they're so sad, and everything is so miserable, and yet it isn't. They're just fine. Okay, if they don't forgive them for not smiling every 5 seconds and skipping around, singing a tune, being all happy. Really, did you ever think that that might just be someone's neutral expression? Okay, they don't really know how sad they look, but to them it's just neutral. See, to me, this is neutral. But because of that, nope, I'm supposed to be emo. Really? Really? What's the point to that? What do you gain out of this? What is there to gain? Really? Is there something, do you get a little rush out of categorizing people and making them into these little groups that they can never escape from? Really, once you get fit into one of these things, you can never get out. That's it. You're stuck in. People will automatically always think of you that way. And the thing is that with society the way it is now, it's not forgiving. It's not going to give second chances. It's not going to be like, oh, well, you know what? That's pretty unfair. No. Everything is unfair now. Okay? This just angers me so much. Everyone is subjected to it. Everyone instantly assumes that someone is a certain way when actually, like, say that someone is seen as, very mean, okay? That's their stereotype. They're a bully or whatever, okay? They might not actually be that way. Heck, they could probably be the nicest people in the world, and they can't show anyone because everyone is so judgmental, and they'll just label them or use them. Really, it's your loss, okay? These people could be the greatest people in the world, but you label them. Really, no. Everyone is subjected to it, and it's just so flawed. Do we have to be categorized? Answer is no. Do we have to be a certain way according to standards? Answer is, once again, no. It's just so sad. Besides, you could be doing so much more with your life than sitting there suddenly coming up in your head with what they have to be. Just because they don't smile, they're emo. Just because they don't eat, they're anorexic. Just because they do sports, they're jocks. Just because they're blonde, they're dumb. Really? Is that completely necessary? I mean, it doesn't help anyone, it just hurts. I should know, I've been categorized. I've been through it myself. I'm always been the kind of quiet, more negative person. So I'm quiet and negative. Big whoop. Because of that, and because I look like I'm miserable when I'm really just fine, you have to call me emo. And just because I don't feel hungry and don't eat at lunch, you have to call me anorexic. Really, what is there to gain out of that? That didn't make me feel good. That made me feel really bad. Okay? They don't help. They hurt. So why are you going to continue doing something that hurts people? Haven't you figured it out by now that no one likes it? Haven't you figured out that it hurts? Haven't you figured out that not everyone has to be a certain way according to what people prejudge others as? Couldn't there be a little happy medium where everyone is just themselves? Let me tell you the answer to that. According to the world? No. Really? Why? Why? Is it... Do people really have to be labeled? Can't they just be themselves? Oh, well, that's a small category right there. It doesn't need to be a category. Just let them be themselves. Maybe then the world would be a better place, because then not everyone would have to hide everything and hide all these little secrets because they were so afraid of what people would think of them. We can't even walk around without people labeling us and saying what they and prejudging us. Okay? Okay, well, it's 10:44 right now, so I'm gonna have to end this now. In general, stereotyping, don't do it. It doesn't help. It hurts.